Red face, shaking knees, screaming in my head while hearing excited yelling in the distance. I was in line for a meet and greet of Max and Harvey, my obsession. I was having an excitement overload, and I couldn't help but shake like crazy. I was about to meet my celebrity crush. I know you may not be familiar with Max and Harvey and might be thinking, Max and who? They're not on the radio or TV, or I have learned of them from an app named TikTok. Also, they're somewhat well known on YouTube for their original music as well as their cover songs. Even though they're not well known to you, they're a part of me, and I personally come to realize it's best to embrace oneself. So, I've decided to show the world my true self. Max and Harvey are 16-year-old twins who live in London. Well, they have 5 million TikTok fans, and this might seem like a big number to some of you. They're actually not all that popular, and I sadly don't know any one of these 5 million. I'm the only one here who probably really likes them. But I'm very lucky because my parents have been very supportive of my obsession and arranged for me to meet them 3 times. 2 of those times being 2 days in a row. I love meeting them so much. The first time was at the concert, and they answered a question about their favorite candy, Sour Patch Kids and Jolly Ranchers. The next night, I went to the same show and brought them their favorite candies. Their reaction was the best. It was so fun to see their gratitude of the stuff I gave them. All my friends and family know about my love for them. My best friend knew so much about it, she even paid for a personalized video of them saying happy birthday to me.
Hey Amelia, it's Matt and Harvey. Happy birthday! We love you and we hope you have an amazing birthday. And we hope we get to meet you one day. And maybe we can come to Connecticut and see you and maybe do a couple of shows. We don't know. Woo! We love you. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Sadly, my best friend herself doesn't like them so much, but she acts as if she does with me. She even joined me at their concert and sang along. My other friends, on the other hand, make it clear they're not into Max and Harvey. Their distaste for them sometimes bothers me, but I brush it off because why listen? Makes me happy to listen to Max and Harvey, so I listen to them. It's quite simple, actually. I love them so much, I don't care what people say. Back when devices were allowed in the cafeteria in the morning, I used to dance to their songs. Just remember, being different is your best quality. If something makes you different, embrace it. People will find you more interesting. Raise your hand if you like something, but you're embarrassed to admit a guilty pleasure. For instance, maybe you still like to watch a show that you watched in kindergarten, or you like to dance like a maniac to a particular artist when no one's looking. That's all okay. Try your best to embrace what makes you happy. You actually might even find that by sharing your passion, you connect with someone new. Now, you may be thinking that I'm too crazy at Max and Harvey, but turns out I have a lot of obsessions, and that have come and gone since I was only 7 years old. These include One Direction, Ross Lynch in R5, Seventh Heaven, Big Time Rush, That 70s Show, Descendants, Grant Gustin and the Flash, Nose and Teneo and the Fosters, Cole Sprouse and Riverdale, Charlie Puth, Joel Courtney, Forever in Your Mind, Melissa Benoist and Supergirl, and more. And when I mean obsession, I typically mean a crush that is always on my mind. But some of my obsessions are people who inspire me enough to idolize them, like Melissa Benoist. Usually, I start watching a new show and listening to a new band, and if I think they're cute or inspiring, I get sucked in. I love listening, watching, buying merchandise, learning about their lives, their likes, their dislikes, and on and on. It becomes part of my everyday life. These obsessions can last for years, months, even days, though that's very rare. What I mean by last is how long I show that I love them, and when they're all I talk about. But I always have them in my heart and love them. Yet, as my tastes and interests change, I remember to love to remember my older obsessions fondly. These things bring back so many memories, each in their own way. For instance, my One Direction obsession reminded me about the time I stood up, danced while What Makes You Beautiful played on TV, and I even screamed of excitement. Also, I remember dancing and singing with my best friend to R5 when we had a sleepover. For this reason, each obsession is so important to me, for they are a link to my past. These obsessions are part of my history, my life, my childhood. I'm proud of them, and I enjoy sharing them with others. My first obsession was One Direction. It seemed typical for a 7-year-old girl because they're a big band and popular, with lots of kids, so it seemed natural to be a fan. However, when I started liking Ross Lynch and R5, who were less well-known and did not have the mass appeal, it was harder because my friends weren't as supportive. They say things such as, "Oh, he's so ugly and annoying." Back then, it hurt my feelings. It felt like they were making fun of me. In a way, they were making fun of me. I could have cried if I tried, but I didn't, because I realized I don't need their approval. You don't either. Your obsessions are part of you. You don't need approval to be you. Cherish your differences and brush off the negativity. After being disappointed and hurt, I learned to enjoy my obsessions for the joy and excitement they bring me. I don't care what people think. And the best is when I share the same obsession with a friend or a relative. This part of your obsession should be the most important, so it helps you feel not alone and supported. And the most memorable perk of your obsession is sharing it. So, go out in the world, share what you love, because you are you. Embrace it. Thank you.